Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to episode number 5 in our 14-part series on how to take your health back.
Here's the question. What's going on inside the minds of top achievers that cause them to make extraordinary breakthroughs both personally and professionally? My name is Tim Shurr, and I invite you to join me as we take a deep dive into the unconscious mind and discover how to transform your biggest dreams into a reality. Welcome to the How to Be Mesmerizing podcast.
Hey, guess what? Who decided to join you and me for a walk today? It's the sun! Wherever it is. There it is. Oh, I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, there it is. All right, I just blinded myself. I'm super excited. The sun is out. The sun hasn't been out for like a month. And so the sun decided to hang out with us because today is very exciting. We're going to be talking about one simple, easy, effective way to be able to melt away cravings, melt away hunger pains, and get rid of those extra LBs, right? And how are we going to do it? We're going to use the fountain of life. Now, what in the world is the fountain of life? The fountain of life is what some people call the fountain of youth. What would be in the fountain of youth? Here we go. Wait for it, wait for it. Water. Today, our whole topic is on drinking delicious, refreshing water. Hang on a second. Ah, that is so good. Now, your body is mostly made up of water. Why? Because you live on this planet that's mostly made of water. And so one of the best things for us is water. And one of the things that people do not use enough of is water. Okay, especially water with lemon. So if you get sick, if you catch the flu, if you end up dehydrated, if you go to the emergency room for anything, what do? The first thing they do is they hook you up to an IV. Why? Because they're filling you with water. Why? Because it helps, because it heals you, because it makes everything flow, because it improves circulation, because it gets rid of inflammation. In fact, when people actually store water, right? When we start to feel bloated or we start to gain water weight, they actually say the cure for when your body stores water is to drink more water because it flushes it out. Your body's very intelligent. It knows what to do. And so you just got to give it what it needs, right? And so if you had a garden and you wanted things to grow, would you water it with Diet Pepsi? Would you water it with Diet Coke? Would you water it with sports drinks? Would you water it with Gatorade? No, you would not. Would you water it with alcohol? No, you would not. Unless you were drinking a lot of that alcohol. Would you water it with coffee? No, you would not. Why? Because it wouldn't grow. So if you want your garden to grow, then you've got to pour water on it, right? And not all the other stuff. But what do? We say, yeah, but you don't understand. I'm tired. Hey, I get it. I'm running a couple different companies by myself half the time. I've got 2 kids, a 5th grader and a high schooler. I'm running all the time. And I used to love Mountain Dew before I realized that Mountain Dew was one of the things that was making me so dang tired. And then I would try coffee, but then it would make me jittery all day. And then I tried, what was the other thing? It was Mountain Dew, it was coffee, it was Diet Cokes, right? Because I was hanging out with the mom, who is, my wife, right? And she would say, yeah, I on that kick for a little while. And what I realized is you drink that stuff and then it makes you crash. And then you feel like you have to have more, so you drink more and then you crash. And then people are going from Diet Coke to Starbucks to candy bars and then going around in a big circle. In fact, I've had clients that were drinking like 2 or 3 2-liters of soda a day. And so I started saying, you know what, I need to get back to the basics again. And I've been on this, and usually the fastest way for me to make sure that I'm getting my water intake is by getting either an empty milk jug or getting one of these, this was an orange juice jug, right? And so you just get a little orange juice jug and you drink the orange juice and then you just fill it up. And then I just chop up some lemons in there. Now, why do I put the lemons in there? The lemons are an amazing elixir. What they do is the lemons allow your body to absorb the water easier because you want to make sure that you're drinking water and the cells of your body are actually absorbing it. When the cells of your body are absorbing that water, then all of a sudden you feel more hydrated. This is like an inner car wash. This is like I'm literally power washing the cells of my body with the nectar of gods, right? And so it actually gives you way more energy. So let me ask you, how many glasses or bottles of water do you drink in a day? On average, how many bottles or glasses of water did you drink today? Most of the time, I would guess that the average person, and I'm not talking about the water that was in your coffee, I'm not talking about the water that was in your can of soda, I'm talking about the water that just was straight up water. How many glasses, how many ounces do you think you had today? I'm willing to bet that the average person probably has 1 glass of water a day. And a lot of people who are struggling to take weight off or are struggling with fatigue, who are struggling with a lot of stomach problems, they're simply not drinking enough water. And then there's not enough water to push anything through in your body. And then we're eating foods that don't have any water in it. And then guess what? You ain't pooping, right? Because there's nothing to come out. Or what worse, you'll poop and it'll be like little nuggets, right? And I had a doctor say one time, he was giving a lecture and he says, a lot of time people, they poop like squirrels. And they're like, what does that mean? He says, just a whole bunch of little nuggets come out and it tears us up inside. He says, there's not enough real food and there's not enough water for your body to actually get the stuff out of you. And I thought, oh my gosh. And so I remember Oprah Winfrey did a whole TV show, one of her shows one time, on going to the bathroom, right? And how it's supposed to look and how it's supposed to be. And she had guests on there saying, I poop like once every 2 weeks, and that's like horrifying, right? You should be going all the time. And so, you know, once a day is healthy for you. And so how do you start to make that happen? You get your jug of water, you slice some lemons, or I had someone the other day said I put limes in it, or you can put grapes in it, or you can put cucumbers in it. So, but you get it and you just start sipping it. Want some? Here, take a hit of this. Oh, that's good stuff. Okay, and that's all you do. And if you have it around, you start sipping on it. And then what happens is every time you see it, you start sipping on it more. And the more you see it, the more thirsty you are, and the more you keep drinking it. And before you know it, you've emptied it. And every time I finish one of these, I feel like just woohoo! You know, I feel like this big celebration, like I just accomplished something awesome because I did, because I took time for my body. And it's, you know, this isn't hard. This is easy. I'm just sipping on things through the day. But when you're sipping on water through the day, guess what? It gets rid of cravings and hunger pains because I'm full. I've got water slushing through my body, right? And every time I go to the bathroom, I feel like, yes, I'm doing something good because it's flushing out my system. And then I always play this little game where I take vitamins in the morning and I drink my water, and then, you know, vitamin P, it's yellow, right? And so you're going to the bathroom, and I just keep drinking water through the day until it's clear again. And then I feel like I won. I divide that in half, and that's how many ounces of water you should be drinking a day. So if you weigh 150 pounds, you should be drinking 75 ounces of water a day, which is around 8 bottles of water, something like that, okay? So you keep it really simple and really easy. And they're like, well, I don't know if I can drink that much. If you fill it up in a big jug and you start sipping it through the day, you're gonna find that the more you drink the water, the more you're gonna want it. And the more you want it, the more you're gonna drink it, right? And then pretty soon you're like, wow, this is really sipping it through the day. Throw some lemons in there, throw some limes in there. And as you're drinking this, you're gonna find that cravings melt away, hunger pains melt away. You're constantly satisfying that oral fixation of eating or drinking or putting something in your mouth. And it just makes you feel more comfortable. And then the trick is you just have it sitting around all the time, everywhere you go. And then if you're like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom all the time, great. I mean, if you're wanting to increase your energy, you're flushing out your system. If you're trying to lose the LBs, you know, if you're trying to get rid of some extra weight, then how do you think you're gonna get rid of that extra weight? A lot of it is gonna be from going to the bathroom. And so that's a really good sign. If you're not going to the bathroom, you're probably not losing weight either. And so we gotta make sure that it's good for us. It's good for going number 2 as well, because it's lubrication for your body, which is really good. If you don't have that lubrication, it's hard to go to the bathroom, or it's hard to go regularly. Or when you do go, it hurts. And so this is lubrication. It helps every system in your body. It even makes your brain work better, which we could all use that, right? I know I can. I gotta drink lots of water to get this thing cranking. Okay, so anyway, so that is it for today. That's the goal. Simple, easy, fun, accessible, right? Have it around all the time. Go in and get a jug, or get 10 bottles of water, or get 10 glasses, or get your thermos and say, I'm going to fill this up. I've had people who had a plastic bottle of water, and they would fill it up, and every time they drank it, they would get a Sharpie marker, and they would be doing that. And every time they would drink a little bit, they'd finish another bottle, they put another notch in it. And they'd finish another bottle, and they put another notch in it. And that's how they did it, right? And then pretty soon, you would see at the end of the day, there'd be like those 1, 2, 3, 4, and that line through, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that line through, and they'd be marked on the bottle. And I thought that was so awesome, because it's a wonderful, easy way of keeping track. It keeps you motivated, it's fun, it's exciting, you have a good time doing this, and that's what it's all about. So start drinking that water today. What if you don't like water? If you start drinking it, you will like it more. I've had so many people that will listen to my No More Cravings program, and then, you know, they say, I don't believe it, I'm a hardcore, you know, soda person. And then they listen to the No More Cravings program, and the next thing they know, they're like, I haven't had a soda all week, and I've been drinking water like I'm going crazy. My spouse doesn't even know what's going on. And I'm like, that's right, because all you had to do was tell your mind what you wanted it to do, and it'll cooperate, because water's so good for you. And so you got to make sure that you are sipping on that water and feeling good, okay? So get your jug, fill it up. Now, usually I stop hitting this thing around 7 o'clock at night. And so, because I don't want to be up all night going to the bathroom. So what I do is first thing in the morning, I start sipping on this stuff right away. So you'll be surprised. You know, you could drink a glass of water every hour, and if you're doing things for 8 hours, it's going to be pretty easy to drink that water, and you're going to see significant results, because that's what happens. All right, so, but don't take my word for it. Get your jug out, get your lemons, start filling it up, and start first thing tomorrow. In fact, you might find yourself thirsty right now. Agua. All right, have fun, drink your water, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks for going for a walk with me. Bye.
Hey, would you like more free tips on how to be a mesmerizing leader? Then check out mesmerizingleadership.com, and also hang out with me on Facebook, facebook.com/Tim Shurr. Thanks so much, and make your day a sure success.